Hiya, and welcome back to Tennis Ace. The game that teaches us that, hmm. 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 The game that teaches us that, you're... That big... Yeah, that big boys can cry. Anyways, let's just hop right in. We reach the entrance to a traditional ramen restaurant and see a giant line formed in front of it. Oh right, exclusive food challenge only on Saturdays. Of course there'd be a line. Wait here. I'm gonna put our names on the waiting list. Shoichi disappears amidst a sea of people as he goes up to the clerk standing at the end of the line. Sheesh, talk about a lousy job. Having to stand outside all day taking count of the people outside. My feet hurt just thinking about it. I decide to check my phone to kill the time until Shoichi comes back. Let's see, no new messages, no new emails. Oh wait, there's a message in my junk folder. What does it say? Jeez, the list's long. They said it would be at least a 40-minute wait, and Yuichi, what's wrong? I only notice Shoichi next to me when he puts his hand on my wrist and lowers my phone. Shoichi? Sorry. I didn't notice you coming back. I just saw an email I got last night. Oh, this should be good. What's it about? I look over the email again, rereading it for the third time. It's an endorsement offer. Haha! Yes. Huh. Let me get. You're chucking this one in the trash bin like the others? I don't know. Shoichi's eyes immediately go wide. He walks up to me, putting a hand on my forehead. Hiya. I push him away. What are you doing? Making sure you're not sick. Why would you think I'm sick? Shoichi puts both of his hands on his waist and cocks his head sideways, looking at me with disbelief. You've always been adamant about refusing any and all endorsement offers until you go pro, yada yada yada. Don't want them to think they own me, yada yada yada. First of all, I don't sound like that. Second of all, it's mostly true. And what about this time? Why are you suddenly hesitant? Because... I tap on my phone screen and zoom in on the logo at the email's header, letting Shoichi look at the screen. Regent? They're the biggest tennis sportswear company in the world! I know! Why do you think I hesitated? You don't just turn down an offer from Regent. I look at my phone screen again, uncertain of what to do. I turn off my phone screen and shove it back on my pocket. You're not going to respond to them? Not now. I'm not even sure what I even say. Say yes. Hiya. That would fly on the face of my own policy. Which is a stupid policy anyway. I choose to ignore that comment. And it would make me look like a hypocrite to the company as I turned down when I said I didn't want to be tied down to a sponsor until I went pro. That one makes a bit more sense. You don't say. I give him the best snarky comment I can muster. I think I'm all snarked out. That was pretty mild compared to my usual standard. Well, Shoichi bites his lower lip. I don't think I'm the best person to be offering you this advice, considering the fact that I turned down a few endorsement offers as well. 5 to be exact. Of course you'd be keeping count. Well, anyway, I still think you should take it. Oh, really? Why is that? Well, Shoichi looks around and notices that there are a few vacant seats in the waiting lounge outside the restaurant. He grabs my hand and leads me by the arm to them, getting us both to sit down. You should think about how this would affect the beginning of your career. You're planning to go pro at the end of the year. Woohoo! By the way, I won't start the discussion about you going to college before going pro because I don't want to start an argument again, so don't worry about that. I shrug. Shoichi slowly nods upon seeing my response and starts talking again, measuring his words. But don't you think that you should, well, start accruing funds? Knowing you, I imagine you'd want to take part in the biggest tournament possible right after going pro. That would require traveling abroad. A company might hesitate to cover the cost of that for a player they just signed with. On the other hand, if they've been sponsoring you for a whole year already and you've produced good results during that time, That might be an incentive to do that. I'm taken slightly aback by his words. I hadn't really thought that far on the whole thing. But then again, it's pretty much like him to have given things this much thought. Let me guess. This is something you've been wanting to tell me for a while already, but couldn't find a good way to bring up the subject? Can you blame me? It's kind of hard to figure out what will make you blow up, and you've always been a bit touchy on the subject of your career. I nod, trying to think over his words. I'm suddenly hyper aware of the weight of my phone in my pocket, just knowing that I have a message from Regent in there. I'll think about this offer after I get home. Woohoo! If I spend our time together worrying about this, then you won't have any fun. Ah! Oh? Since when do you worry about that? I know how much you've been looking forward to this. What are you talking about? How would you even be able to tell? I grin. Your tail has been wagging non-stop since we got out of the house. It still is, in fact. Shoichi's eyes widen and he looks back, noticing his tail wagging frantically behind the seat. His body suddenly goes stiff and his tail freezes. His face suddenly looks flushed. You saw nothing. I chuckle, giving him a friendly punch on the shoulder. What was there to see? Thanks. After I finished all that paperwork, I found out that our treasurer had gotten things mixed up and our actual budget was only half the amount he specified at first. Sounds like you guys have a ton of problems with over-budgeting, huh? After about 30 minutes, we were still waiting for our names to be called. Although I'm fairly certain we should be the next ones. I don't understand how so many people can mess up so often. This is what you get for being too competent. People start slacking off because they know you'll cover for them. I shouldn't be forced to slow down my pace just because I don't want to work. I grin. I never said you did. Shoichi looks at me in confusion, opening his mouth to answer me. Shoichi Hirata? The clerk calls for Shoichi's name and we reflexively stand up. That's us. We walk towards the clerk, a red panda, and he crosses Shoichi's name out of the list. 2 people, correct? Shoichi nods. Right this way, please. The clerk leads us inside to a couple of empty seats in front of the kitchen. All of our tables are occupied at the moment, so I hope this will suffice. It's plenty. Thank you, sir. The red panda smiles, handing us a pair of menus. Take your time to decide on what you'll have. You may call one of the waiters when you're ready to order. Oh my. Shoichi shoots me a glance from the corner of his eye and smiles at the clerk again. That might take a while. I hope you don't mind. The clerk follows his gaze and flashes a knowing grin, nodding. Of course, sir. He leaves to go back to the entrance, leaving us 2 sitting inside the busy restaurant. I already know what I'll order, so you go ahead and decide. I'll be on my phone to pass the time. I'll check to see if you're ready to order in 30 minutes or so. Hey. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too little time for you? Hiya. I don't take that long to decide. Oh, don't beat yourself up over it. You're still my friend. A little annoying quirk like that isn't going to change my mind. You suck. Well, prove me wrong then. Tell me, what are you going to order? Well... Tick-tock. 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 Shoichi imitates a ticking clock. Cut it out! Sorry. Teasing you is just too funny. I'm not exactly having fun over here. Sorry, I'll stop. I just missed going out with you. Just the 2 of us, I mean. We don't spend as much time together as I'd like. At this point, I think that if it were up to you, we'd be together 24/7. Something like that, yeah. His voice is warm and wistful, leaving me suddenly a little bit embarrassed. Have I been neglecting him a little lately? Well, anyway, I already know what I'll be having. I'm surprised you're not ordering soba. I will, but they don't do a spicy soba dish like the spicy ramen challenge. I still think you're insane. Why? What's the worst that could happen? Well, I didn't ask you to make a list. We both laugh at our own silliness. A few heads turn to look our way since we are easily the most boisterous patrons in the house at the moment, but this is one of the few times I just don't care. I'll agree. It's nice to go out just the 2 of us again. It's really been so long. Well, what if I joined you in the challenge? You? Doing a spicy food challenge? Really? What? I don't hate spicy foods. Sure, you don't hate them. You don't like them either. Do I need to remind you of what happened last time you tried something spicy? My ears immediately fold down on my face and I feel my cheeks go red. Can we not talk about that? Let's see. It was October 1st, 2009. I asked you not to talk about it. You and I had gone to the small burger joint in the shopping mall. You're still talking about it. And there was this challenge to eat a super spicy grilled steak burger. I put my arms on top of the counter and bury my face in them, hiding it. You decided that, hey, this is child's play for me, I'll try it. And try you did. Even after you took the first bite and realized that it was much spicier than you imagined, you still ate the whole thing, and for that I congratulated you. And then when we got back to your house, I had to sit there in the living room playing games on my own while you spent the next 3 hours locked up in the bathroom. How many rolls of toilet paper did you use up again? 2? I groan. I can hear Shoichi laughing next to me. Man, you suck! My voice comes out muffled due to my arms covering my face. You really like using that expression, don't you? Has it turned into your catchphrase already? I straighten myself up on my seat, glaring at the stupid husky on the seat next to mine. Might be a typo. Aw, you look so cute. You're angry and glaring at me, but your face is still red. It's adorable. Shut up! Sorter already. Shoichi grins, putting a hand on top of my head and tussling my fur. So, shall I order us 2 of the super spicy special Sakura ramen then? No. God! I really want to knock that stupid cocky smile off his face. Ah, so you've changed your mind. What will it be then, Mr. Two Rolls? Call me Mr. Two Rolls again, and I'll make sure you eat through a straw for the rest of the month. Shoichi puts both hands in the air. Ooh, so scary. You really don't take me seriously at all, do you? Nope, not one bit. Just order me a regular pork miso ramen and shut up. Shoichi nods, doing a mock bow on his seat. Very well, your highness. I groan again to signal my displeasure. Shoichi calls over one of the waiters and gives him our order. The man writes it down in a flash, and before I know it, he's already gone. At least the service here is efficient. If Saya were here, she'd take that as an accusation that her service isn't up to par. You're right. Ugh. The thought of that alone is already exhausting. I imagine myself explaining over and over again to a belligerent Saya that I didn't mean anything by it and that she's a good waitress. Ugh. Just the thought of having her angry at me is enough to make me feel like I've had a few years knocked off of my lifespan. I can already guess what you're thinking of just by the look on your face. Ha. Shoichi laughs cheerily, putting his hand on my shoulder and giving it a light squeeze. I chuckle nervously. Yeah, let's hope I can go the rest of the year without awakening the beast. Knowing you, I'd be surprised if you'd managed a whole week without pissing her off. Don't jinx me. Shoichi laughs again, giving me a few more taps on the back. Your order's up. A goat calls our attention from behind the counter and hands us our bowls of piping hot ramen. Just seeing my bowl in front of my eyes is already enough to make me drool. The broth is so clear that it's almost see-through, but the smell is still amazing. I can't wait to dig in. I then look to the side to see Shoichi's bowl and... I don't even know what I'm looking at first. Your bowl's bright red. Is this all pepper sauce? Who knows? Let's give it a try. Why are there no toppings? Shoichi grabs the chopsticks in his hands and puts them both together in front of his face and closing his eyes. Thank you for the food. Are you really saying thank you for the food, or are you praying that it won't kill you? He elbows me in the arm, grinning. Oh, shut up. Sure. He separates his chopsticks and immediately sets them down to get a generous amount of noodles, blowing on them a few times before hungrily wolfing them down. I keep watching intently to see what his reaction will be when the spices kick in. He freezes with the noodles still in his mouth, swallowing them hastily and beginning to hack and cough. Wow, are you alright? I reach out to him thinking that he's been overwhelmed by the spices. Hiya. Gotcha! I'm left frozen in my seat, gaping for a few seconds. You ass! I thought your mouth was burning. I was worried about you. Haha, don't worry about it. It's not that bad. Well, to be fair, it does burn quite a bit, but I like it. I scowl, crossing both of my arms and glaring at him in displeasure. Jeez, what's with that look on your face? It was just an innocent prank. Well, there's nothing wrong with the look on my face. This is the face I was born with. Hiya. Shoichi smiles, poking my cheeks with his moist chopstick. No, it's not. Your face is usually much more handsome than that. I would know since I look at it every day and all that. I blush at the sudden compliment, looking away. Jeez, you really know how to defuse me, don't you? 12 years, buddy. I've known you for 12 years. What else did you expect? He then dives his chopsticks back into the bowl and gets back to eating his ramen. We walk out of the restaurant about 40 minutes later, having eaten until we couldn't eat anything else. Ugh, I can't feel my tongue! Shoichi keeps poking his tongue out of his mouth, touching it with the tip of his fingers. I told you that thing was going to be too spicy even for you. Too spicy? I ate the whole thing like a champ. I just can't feel my tongue. No biggie. How can you be so nonchalant about not feeling something as important as your tongue? You're a freak. He elbows me playfully. Aw, don't talk like that. I know you love me. I groaned, giving him a punch on the shoulder. It only serves to make him laugh. What do we do now? It's only barely past noon. Well... Shoichi scratches his chin, looking pensive. You didn't plan ahead? Sorry. I didn't want our first real outing in so long to feel mechanic, so I kind of just wanted to go wherever we felt like going. How about I choose then? No. I invited you to go out. I want to be the one deciding where we go. I'll let you decide next time. Deal? I cross my arms, staring at him with an amused smile. Fine. I'll be game this time. But I expect you to provide with the best damn outing I've had in the past few weeks. Challenge accepted, and I just thought of the perfect place to go to just now. After about 10 minutes walking, Shoichi leads me into a staircase hidden between two shops. Climbing it to the second floor, we reach a big and spacious... An arcade? Really? This is your big idea? Hiya. Oh, come on. There's nothing wrong with an arcade. It's a perfect place to pass time. Also one of the most cliched places to take someone. Good thing this isn't a date, otherwise you'd probably make the girl quite a bit annoyed. I'll keep that in mind. Do you want to leave then? I look around the place, checking out all the different games and machines they have in here. I have to say, it's a better selection than the arcade I used to visit. Hi. But then again, I haven't been to an arcade in 3 years, so what do I know? The corners of my lips curves up into a half smile. Nah, I think this could be fun after all. Did you see a game that interests you? You can say that. I wonder if the constant compliments are him flirting subtly and he was just too dumb to notice. No, it's just a simple fact. Like, oh fuck. Like, the Twitch view that I'm looking at it froze. It froze. I just refreshed it. I just refreshed the page. We're good. Yeah, I was a little worried. But no, like, Shoichi is like... Yeah, Shoichi is dumb, but like, Shoichi is a little too nervous to just admit that he wants Shoichi. She's a little too nervous to do that. I walk up to a vacant dance corner machine and lean my back against the bar, staring at Shoichi with the best mischievous expression I can muster. His face immediately goes pale. No, absolutely not. You know, I have 2 left feet when it comes to dancing. Hey, you chose where we'd go, so I get to choose what we do. Only fair. Shoichi swallows hard, looking up at the machine with dread. Do I really have to? Well... Shoichi swallows again upon hearing the tone of my voice. You don't have to. It's okay if you're too scared I might beat you at the game. Do you really think this 5th grader attempt at provocation will rile me up and make me decide to play? I merely smile. Just hop on the damn machine and start the game. Oh, I thought you didn't. Shut up. Yeah, I really did get under his skin. He can be so easy sometimes. It's wonderful. Just as the machine starts up, I already select a random track and set it to 2-player mode. Shoichi steps up onto the left dance pad and I take the right one. Plaid. We can just add that to the list. Plaid. Alright. May the best man win. I intend to. The song starts out slow and neither of us has any trouble following. The difficulty keeps climbing as the rhythm of the song increases. I keep an eye on Shoichi from the corner of my eyes, seeing as he starts to struggle. One by one, he starts to miss the keys. Meanwhile, on my screen... Even though I don't really play these kinds of games often, I'm starting to have more and more fun as time goes by. My score is skyrocketing past Shoichi's, who's missing almost half of the keys by now, struggling to keep up with the fast pace of the song. Ah, sounds fun. As the number of mistakes he makes increases further and further, Shoichi's lifeline starts to become depleted until... You lose! He finally reaches 0 and fails the song. Oh my god! I quickly finish the last minute or so of it and step out of the machine. Walking towards Shoichi, who is crouching behind the machine, his face buried in his knees. Oh, come on. Are you that upset about losing? I couldn't even finish the song. You don't play these games often. Don't beat yourself up over it. You don't play these games either, and you still beat my ass. In fact, I'm pretty sure you got a near-perfect score. Well... Should I point out to him that it technically was a perfect score since it didn't miss any of the keys? I better not. I don't want to feed the fire. Why don't we play a few more times so you can get used to it? Not interested. Then how about we play another game? Not interested. Are you just gonna sit there sulking all day? Perhaps. Talk about a sore loser. Didn't you promise you'd show me a good time since this is the first time we go out together and all that? I'm starting to think you were just talking out of your ass. Still, after a few seconds, he sighs, getting up from the floor and dusting himself off. Alright, how about we play some fighting games? At least I'm good at those. Okay, let's go with that. He's really so easy sometimes. It's almost dark out by the time we leave the arcade. We spent pretty much the whole time playing fighting games, only trying something else to take a break and stop hogging the fighting machines. At the end of the day, I'm touting a record of 34 wins of mine versus 28 of his. Don't let it get to your head just because you won a few more times than usual. Shoichi was still pouting over the loss streak he had a little while before we left. In fact, the whole reason we left was because he was tired of losing. We had planned on staying in the arcade for at least 30 more minutes. I think you're the one who should stop letting the losses get to your head. Am I going to have to spend the whole day dealing with you pouting? I'm not even allowed to be upset for a few minutes. His reaction would be so sad if it weren't so darn funny. You win some, you lose some. Just deal with it and move on. Why do I get the feeling that you're patronizing me? I'm not. I'm trying to cheer you up so I won't have to deal with an anal nutbag for the rest of the evening. Shoichi starts laughing. Oh, nice. I try to cheer you up and that doesn't work. But I call you an anal nutbag and for some reason that gets you laughing. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I'm all good now. I actually feel a bit better right now. Thanks for that. I shrug. Hey, if me insulting you makes you feel better, I've got a ton of other insults where that came from. Not now. Sorry for getting so annoyed at that. I promised you a good time. I shouldn't keep being salty over a few losses. Is this going to be like one of those amicus situations where like we're nowhere near, like no one is allowed near Shoichi's ass unless it's Yuichi? Is it going to? Is it going to be one of those situations where where no one is allowed near Shoichi's ass unless it's Yuichi, and then at that point like Yuichi is allowed near Shoichi's ass? Like, his entire ass. 34. I cover my mouth as I do an obvious fake cough. Don't start. Anyway, it's already getting a bit late right now, so we should probably head to the festival location. Where exactly is this festival you said is happening in town today? I don't remember there being any commemoration to be had today. You'll find out when we get there. Typical. Anyway, what store should we stop at to pick up your yukata? My what now? Your yukata. You can't go to a festival without a yukata. Since when? What? You didn't buy a yukata? It's a traditional festival wear. I thought you'd be getting one. Why would I? Because... Yeah, typical festival wear. Got it. You didn't tell me I should wear one, though. I have to tell you to buy a yukata for a festival. For a festival? If you want someone to do something, you should tell them to do it instead of expecting them to simply figure it out. But, I wanted to see you wearing a yukata. His words came out as a single pitiful whine. Oh, come on, what are you, a child? But, I was really looking forward to... Yeah, you've told me that already. No need to repeat yourself. Anyway, what about you, Mr. Must-Have a Yukata? Where should we be going to get yours? Well... I crossed my arms, cross-examining him with my eyes. You don't have one, do you? The thing is you don't have a damn yukata, but you're trying to make me feel bad for not having one because you so wanted to see me wearing one. Well, yes. It's kind of amusing to see him like this. I went to a couple stores to buy one, okay? But none of them had any in my size. Turns out I'm much taller than the average Japanese male, so the only way I could get one was to custom order it. It wouldn't get done in time. I lift my hands up in the air, shaking my head sideways. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Shoichi. I don't have a yukata, and considering that you don't either, I don't think you have any right to complain about it. Fine. I won't complain anymore. Jesus, why is he so downcast over a piece of clothing? How about we each buy a yukata, and if we're both free by the time of the Harvest Festival, we'll go together. Just the two of us, wearing our yukatas. Really? You're serious? You'll go to the Harvest Festival with me? Hang on. I said if. If we're both free. Yeah, I got that. Still, it means a lot to me. Alright, I'll go to a clothing shop on Monday, and I'll order a yukata for myself. Why are you getting so excited about something that might not even happen? Are you stupid or something? Still, it makes me feel all warm and happy inside when I see him like this. Yeah, I really like seeing him when he's happy like this. And knowing I'm the one who made him this happy is just... Oh, what's with that look on your face? Shoichi notices something about my face I'm making and turns to me with sudden interest. What? Are you going to complain that I'm making an ugly face again? Nah, I was just thinking you had a very beautiful smile just now. It looks good on you. What are you saying? If someone heard you saying that, they might misunderstand. You shouldn't be saying this to your guy friend. Shit. Why is my face suddenly getting so hot? Huh? What are you talking about? What's wrong with complimenting my best friend? I meant every word I said. Is this guy for real? Anyway. I turn around trying to hide my face from him. Just take me to this festival you said you wanted to show me. Like you said. It's already getting late. Oh, you're right. I hear Shoichi's voice echoing from behind me. Come with me towards the east street. I see him walking through the street and immediately start following behind, grateful for an excuse to keep my face hidden from him. Why was my heart beating so fast? It's a good thing there aren't so many people around at this time of day. If we had gotten out of the arcade at the time we first agreed upon, the street would be packed with people. Hiya. I merely agree with him, not really paying attention at the words he's saying. I follow behind him for quite a while, weaving our way through the streets as they become less and less crowded. Eventually, I realize that there's barely anyone walking alongside us. Wait, now that I've snapped back to reality, isn't this... This is the shopping district Shoichi took me to a couple of weeks ago. Do you recognize it? Looks quite a bit different, right? What? Is it really the same place? Shoichi smiles, looking over the myriad of different tents. Even though this place already had a bunch of food tents and a few paper lanterns, it now feels even more festive. For once, there are a lot more paper lanterns than before, at least 10 times more. And there are many more people than before, too. They host a 7-day festival every year, beginning at the middle of April. They don't even know why anymore. Over the years, the reason for this peak was lost, but the tradition itself continued. Yeah. Only found out last year when I ended up coming here to have some food and discovered it was the last day of the festival. So when I remembered, I immediately thought that you might want to see it. I look at all the booths and tents that have been set up in the streets, mesmerized by all the different colors and smells. It's not as big as the city's Harvest Festival, but it somehow feels cozier. There's all kinds of food here we can eat if you want. There's just a few games we can play. It's your call, really. He winks at me, smiling widely. What was it you said? I choose where we go, you choose what we do? I smile. Suddenly my mood skyrocketed. And I was already in a pretty good mood before. Damn, I can't wait to try some stuff here. Well, what do you want to do? We can play a few games, or we can go around the festival grounds trying out a bunch of different foods. We can also do a little bit of both, but I'm afraid we might miss some stuff if we do. Can't we come back tomorrow and do whatever we didn't do today? Sorry, Yoichi, today's the last day of the festival this year. I didn't really remember it before, and, well, even if I did, I wouldn't have had free time to come any other day. It's fine. Let's just think of something to do. We came here to have fun, right? Damn right! What do you want to do, then? Games or food? Like I said, we can try doing a little bit of both, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be ideal. Yeah, I agree. I think it'd be better for us to just pick one and visit as many stands of that type as we can. It's better than having 2 activities half done. Shoichi laughs, giving me a few taps on the back and then moving his hand to the top of my head, tussling my fur. That's exactly what I think, Yuichi. So let's see. Do we go with food or games? No. Well, just at a glance, I can already tell that they don't have that much variety in games. In fact, most of the stands seem to be food stands, and there's all kinds of stands here. Popcorn, okonomiyaki, takoyaki, hot dogs, yakisoba, candy corn. I could go all night listing stuff. So if I want to try out the most variety, then going with foods is the most logical choice. Plus, I'm kind of hungry anyway, so it's 2 birds with 1 stone. I want to eat. The whole place just smells so good. There's no way my appetite can resist. Shoichi takes a few idle sniffs at the air, his tail swaying from side to side as he takes deep whiffs. Yeah, I know what you mean. As soon as I stepped around the corner and could smell all this, I already started feeling hungry again. There are so many options, though. I doubt we could visit them in one night. We'll just hit as many stalls as we can until we can't eat anymore. Agreed. You take the lead. You sure you want me to pick? What if I choose something you don't like? Also, aren't you always complaining that I'm too slow to choose what I want to eat? Shoichi chuckles, whipping me in the back with his tail. Let's just go ahead and pull Automata up so we don't fucking die. There we go. It isn't a stream without Automod. It isn't. I trust your judgment, and just remember that if you take too long, well, I'm not being able to eat anything. That should get you to choose faster. No! We've been good for the most part. But still, actually, I wanna put something up in that corner right there. I wanna put something up in there. So what is MC1? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that. See, that one is the to-do list. That is a huge fucking lie. Hiya. I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. Okay, let me see if I can find something to just put in that corner right there. Yeah. Shit. Trying to find something. What's that text? That's just a random ooh woo. Fuck. Get wrecked decision. Why I need to bring decision up more often. I need to bring decision up more often. What's Tumblr? Oh, that. Random picture of a nose. Yeah, no, Markica. Now I'll just bring up, like, the Purity Boys, but, like, shrink them down. Yes, the nose from No More Future. I've been, like, keeping a close eye on all that. Let's just, like, bring, like, the Pure Boys. The Purity Boys. Let's just, like, bring them in, the Purity Squad, and just, like, have them over here in the corner, just being all pure. Like Benji, Lyle. There's no text. Let me make text real quick. Yeah, I know, I saw that. That was like a while ago, I think. Yeah, let me toss in some text real quick. Hang on. I thought about it. And honestly, if I were to, it would have to be like... Cute squad. Hashtag eye bleach. There we go. There we go. Honestly, I would add June. I have considered adding June to the list. That's good logic. You can't add June if he's already in the goddamn game. There we go. Can I like put the text in here? Can I? Am I? I am. Haha. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. We're just gonna leave the cute squad down there. I trust your judgment, and just remember that if you take too long, we'll end up not being able to eat anything. That should get you to choose faster. That's not how you get an indecisive person to make a decision. That's how you get them to choke. Tick tock, tick tock, tick. Fine, fine! Stop with this infernal ticking sound! Yeah? Yep, he should. Let's see, what do we go with first? It is time. It is time to bring it back. Hold on. There we go. Apollo's like the little lamb person in No More Future. Oh. I was able to just send out a little thing. Oh shit, we can try them all? Then let me just pull that down. Yes, he's adorable and he's traumatized and he's adorable. Let's just start. Let's just work from our top to the bottom. Festivals, I usually go for glizzies. Oh my! Alright, let's kick things off with a little yakisoba. Or you could, like, read my playthrough of it. Well, that's why God invented a little thing. That's why God invented a little thing called save files. Here we go. Alright, let's kick things off with a little yakisoba. Let's get some yakisoba. I mean, you can't go to a festival and not eat yakisoba. I mean, kind of like how you can't go to a festival and not wear a... Don't even start. You never let things go, do you? Only when it benefits me. We walk around the different tents and stalls, most of which weren't even around the last time we came here, perusing the different foods and other things they have for sale. Let's see, where's the yakisoba Ah, there! Shoichi points out a large tent with a few chairs and tables spread around, serving portions of piping hot yakisoba in small cardboard boxes. As we begin walking towards it, the smell of stir-fried veggies and noodles assaults my senses, making me feel a little lightheaded from its sheer deliciousness. Or you could watch my playthrough of it on YouTube. Ow, I can smell the spices from here. Do you think they have a special super spicy yakisoba here? Shoichi starts getting excited at the prospect of eating spicy food. I swear to God that if you order a spicy dish of yakisoba, I'm going to get a separate portion just for me. Alright, I won't make you eat the spicy one. Sheesh. Why do you have to be so cranky? Seeing this relaxed attitude of his brings a smile to my face. When we finally reach the line to order the yakisoba, the smell of the food is already overpowering. I'm already salivating just by imagining myself eating it. This is going to be delicious, I'm sure. Thankfully, the line moves pretty fast. It takes about 5 minutes for us to get to the start of the line. As soon as we walk up to the counter, the clerk, a big burly horse, smiles widely at us and begins to talk. Hello there, it's a pleasure to serve you tonight. Are you already familiar with our menu? Nope, can't say we are. This is our first time here. Alright then, we have 2 options for noodles and 4 options for meat. There's regular and spicy noodles, and there's also beef, chicken, pork, or all 3 in one. Just combine your choice of noodles with your choice of meat to your liking. The price is 1,465 yen for any combination you choose. Well... Shoichi turns to look at me. Since we're not allowed to pick spicy noodles lest you throw a fit, what are we going to do about the meal? Just pick all in one. It's the tastiest kind anyway. Wow. I'm not used to seeing you choose so fast. Are you sure you're not sick? Just shut up and order. He chuckles, turning back to the clerk and pulling his wallet out of his pocket. We'll take an all-in-one with regular noodles. Shoichi hands him Fuck! Shoichi hands him the money, and the horse gives us a ticket, directing us to a second clerk who's putting the orders together and handing them out to the customers that's already paid. Let's activate Mary's transhumanist interests. The fuck? I swear to God. Hi, welcome to Tennis Ace, the game that teaches us that I don't know how to speak English. Thank you for your preference and have an excellent evening. We wave goodbye to the horse and head to the line to pick up our yakisoba. Shoichi puts his wallet back in his pocket while we wait. I get this one and you pay for the next one? I feign surprise at his words. I don't know. I don't know anymore. What? You invited me out and now you're saying you won't pay? Oh, no, I didn't. I lift my hands up in the air, doing a gesture to tell him to calm down. Relax, I'm just teasing. Of course I'll share the cost with you, you silly goof. He blinks a few times in consternation, opening his mouth several times without managing to come out with any words. What? His completely shocked reaction is both funny and adorable. Oh, jeez. Oh, dear. I can't keep myself from doubling over in laughter, making many of the evil... Fuck! 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 I can't keep myself from doubling over in laughter, making many of the people waiting in line to turn to look at me in confusion. Fuck! Sorry, I couldn't resist. What was you said this morning to me? Teasing you is just too funny. I put the word evil. Like, I read this up here. I read that up here. Wow, that's evil. At the same time as reading that. Like, I read that mentally at the same time as that. And my mind decided, hey, let's put the word evil in front of people. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I guess I had that one coming, didn't I? You sure did. Anyway, I think it's best if I just pay for everything while we're here and then you pay me back later. That way we can do a tally of all the money we spent and have each of us pay evenly. Sounds fair. I'm game. Shoichi nods. Soon the second clerk, a tanuki, calls out our number and we rush to pick up our food. Wow, this thing is so hot I can barely hold it without burning my hands. The tanuki, unlike the horse, doesn't say much. It becomes a bit obvious why he's not the one manning the front of the house. Good thing they gave us 2 forks. If they didn't, I'd just have to feed you with my fork. I elbow him in the ribs with just a little bit of force. Ouch, careful! Holding a scorching plate of yakisoba here. Sorry. Why don't you try out the first bite and tell me what you think? Sure. Shoichi stabs a piece of meat with his fork, twirling it to wrap the noodles around it. He blows on it a few times, making steam fly off of his fork. Damn, this thing is hot, but it smells so good. I kind of don't want to wait for it to cool down. Go on. Eat it as it is. Burn your mouth. I dare you. Haha, no way. He blows on the fork a couple more times and puts it in his mouth. Fuck! It froze. He nearly wiggles around as he walks, closing his eyes with one of the happiest, dorkiest looks I've ever seen on his face. Damn, this thing is good. It's one of the best yakisobas I've ever had in my life. Oh god, my lips feel weird. Oh, neat. Let me try it. I grab my fork and stab it into the food. Wait, I just noticed we had 2 forks. Why did you have to wait for me to take the first bite? I just wanted to make sure that the food was actually good before I tried it. If it were terrible, I'd already know to stay away from it. You used me as a guinea pig? Yep. I finished cooling down the food on my fork and pop it into my mouth, savoring the delicious taste of bell peppers, noodles, and assorted sauces. Damn, you're cold. Yeah. Unlike this yakisoba, which is piping hot and delicious. And you're not taking me seriously. Why do I even bother? What? Does it actually annoy you or something like that? Oh, not at all. I love this side of you. You don't usually act like this in front of other people. Yes, I do. He chuckles, taking another bite of the yakisoba. Well, not to the extent that you do with me. Is that so? I never really noticed. Yep, you're just so at ease with me because you love me. Don't push it, doggy boy. Look, he's calling it doggy boy. His tail sways from side to side, coming close to hitting the other people who pass by. I deliberately slowed down a bit just to walk a couple steps behind him to have a better view of his tail wagging. It's just so much fun to see. He just stares at his ass. We walk around checking the souvenir stands for a good dozen minutes until we finally run out of yakisoba. Oh, that was tasty. What do we eat now? Do I still get to decide? Yep, it's your call, boss. Alright then, let's see. Okay, do we want hot dogs, takoyaki, shaved ice, or cotton candy? Oh, Yuichi, no shame staring at Shoichi's ass like that. Okay, we got 2 for shaved ice and 1 for takoyaki. We got 2 for takoyaki. That'd be smart. See, we do have a save. We got 3 for shaved ice. Okay. Takoyaki it is. Well, you can't go home without trying out takoyaki. Let me guess. Takoyaki? I stare at him, dumbfounded. How did you know? I saw you eyeing the stand the past 5 minutes or so. So, I knew you'd want to go there. Oh. Guess I'm not nearly as sly as I think I am. You hear that, show? Your ass is next. There we go. Guess I'm not nearly as sly as I think I am. Is that okay with you? You're not really a big fan of octopus as far as I know. I'll make an exception just for you. What? That's... Shoichi, that's kind of nice of you. Shoichi looks as if he's barely able to contain his laughter. I'm like, constantly getting comfortable. Then, a few seconds later, he just doesn't anymore as he explodes in giggles. Sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face. I'm just joking. I might not like octopus, but I love takoyaki. Well, let's take a look at the cotton candy after this. Ah! Oh, not gonna lie, it sounded nicer when you were making an exception just for me. Shoichi smiles, pulling on my cheek. Oh, don't worry, you have a whole lifetime for me to make exceptions just for you. Right. Anyway, off to get takoyaki. Despite the huge amount of people going for it, the takoyaki stand is surprisingly fast with their service. Ooh, they go into those automatic flipping machines to make takoyaki. That explains how they can serve so fast. Well, that and the fact that they have, hold on, let me count, 6 people working at the stall. Oh, 2 of their attendants looked so much alike, I thought they were the same person. These places usually sell them in 6 and 12 packs. Which should we get? 12, of course. Both tend to eat a lot. Point taken. Oh, it's our turn. Wow, we barely stood in line for 3 minutes. And there were at least a dozen people in front of us. We stand in front of one of the 4 cashiers, a gray fox who seems to be in his 40s, and he greets us once we stop. Cotton candy's just delicious. Good evening, boys. A 6-pack for 1,350 yen, or a 12 for 2,250 yen. What will we be getting? Give us a 12-pack, please. Shoichi hands him the money, and as always, it's the exact amount. Do you have some change generator in your wallet? How do you always have the exact amount to pay for everything? Shoichi chuckles, putting his wallet back in his pocket. I carry a lot of small bills. It's useful most of the time. Walter! Herbert, is that you? The fox gave us our food, and as quickly as we were served, we were also dismissed, having to step out of the line so he could be the next person in line. Shoichi opens up the plastic container in which our takoyakis were served. The lid was already completely fogged and impossible to see through, letting out a wave of steam and a delicious aroma of takoyaki. Shit, this smells great. Let me have one. Okay, just one sec. Oh, they only gave us 1 pick. Really? Just one? How are we both going to eat together? And Shoichi had already picked up the pick and stabbed one of the takoyaki before he noticed the lack of a second one for me. Well, I can just do this. He lifts up the takoyaki from the plate, dripping with sauce as it comes out, and places it in front of my mouth. Say, ah. I stare at him as if he had something wrong with his head. Are we seriously going to do this? Oh, come on. You got a better idea? We can just eat one at a time, and then give the pick to the other one. Nah, not as fun. Now say, ah. I roll my eyes and give up. He's not going to quit until he's had his way. Ah. I open my mouth, and Shoichi deposits a steaming ball of takoyaki goodness into my mouth. By the way, you should have blown on it first. Hot, 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 hot. I can only chew on it a couple of times before swallowing it to desperately save my tongue from the searing pain of burning. Shit, it hurts. Told ya. What good does it do me if you tell me after I already ate it? Nah, see, the kissing would be safe for work. Hang on. No one told you to forget. What? I only forgot because you kept insisting we do that bullshit. Aw, I was trying to be nice. Shoichi pouts, pretending to be sad and hurt. Even though I know it's an act, I still fall for it. Sighing, I begin to apologize. Sorry, it wasn't your fault. Happy now? Yep, verily. Is verily even a word that you can use in this situation? Nope, but I don't care. I shake my head, trying to hold back the laughter. It's hard to keep a serious face when you're walking around with a bumbling idiot. How's the takoyaki, by the way? Tasted good, felt like pain. Well, Shoichi stabs another piece and brings it close to my mouth again. Here, I'll let you have the second piece too. Just make sure you blow on it before you eat. Like, you're just like in your bed in the middle of the night when you hear a rustling sound coming from the corner. You hear rustling sound coming from the corner. You peer over your bed and you see nothing. You peer over to the corner and you see nothing. But then you hear a sound. The gentle scraping of hair on your bed frame. You You look upon in fear. You don't know what's coming. You don't know what's out there. All you know is that there is something out there. There is something out there and you don't know what it is. You look on in fear. You look on in fear and you don't know what is going on. Then you look to the ceiling when all of a sudden you just see or some bullshit like that. I don't know. Oh, why is Automata in your closet? Oh no! Automata's in your closet. Oh no! This is kind of nice. After a lot of walking, talking, and eating, we finally finished out the packet of takoyaki, disposing of it in a nearby trash bin. In the end, Shoichi said he had so much fun feeding me directly to my mouth that he only ate 3 pieces of the takoyaki. Are you sure you didn't want to eat more? Nah, don't worry about it. I told you, feeding you was nice. Reminded me of when we were kids. You never fed me like that when we were kids. No, but it feels like something I'd do as a kid. Wait. Poor choice of words! No, but it feels like it's something I'd do with a kid. Ah! I've been good. I've been good. I've been good. You said inappropriate things in the chat, Damien. Damien Dason 45. You said inappropriate things in the chat. Now it is time for your punishment. Like, you just, like, see Automata in the corner. Just, like, Sekai. That doesn't even make sense. Anyway, what we'll be having right now? Let me think. Please be gentle. Okay. A bunch of kids go running around us with cotton candy in their hands. And after what we just ate, cotton candy wouldn't be half bad. Let's go with that. Let's get some cotton candy. Shoichi nods. A bit childish for my taste, but what the hell, let's do it. Eventually, we reach a small store that has a bunch of prepackaged cotton candy bags hanging from the walls. And when I say a bunch, I mean over 50. Wow, that's a lot of cotton candy. I think I'm having a toothache just looking at all this sugar. Could you be more of an old man? I am not an old man. I just care about eating healthy sometimes, okay? I saw you eating a giant bowl of hyper spicy noodles just this morning. Touché. Shoichi goes up to a ferret who's sitting on a chair, looking bored out of his mind, and says a few words to him. The ferret barely acknowledges his presence, but still extends his hand. Shoichi gives him some money, and the guy immediately grabs 2 cotton candy bags from behind and gives them to Shoichi. In less than 30 seconds, we're on our way. That was fast. That guy needs a few lessons on social skills. How much was it for these anyway? Shoichi just waves his hand, dismissing me. Seriously, Shoichi, I want to know. Oh, don't worry. I don't mind. Well, I do. Spit it out already. Without being able to wait any longer, I just rip the bag covering my cotton candy apart and take a huge bite from it. It melts in your mouth. Technically, it dissolves in your mouth since it's pure sugar and all. Whatever you say, Einstein. All that matters is that it's good. You don't have to be Einstein to know that. In fact, I'm sure you already knew that. It's true, I did. I just don't care. I take another bite from it as Shoichi just stares at me in annoyance. Yoichi, you have some stuck to your face. Really? Where? Here. He points to his own cheek. I rub my hand in the area. No, not there. Here. I move my hand further down to the area I think he's pointing at. What? No, it's... Oh, for God's sakes, let me. Before I even have time to realize what is going on, I feel something wet in my face, followed by the sight of Shoichi licking his lips. Shoichi looks at me with the most normal, puzzled look possible. Anything wrong? Fucking automod! Yeah, the word kissed is allowed. Fuck. Fucking automod! Anything wrong? Did you just lick my face? Yeah, your cheek. I don't want to waste the cotton candy. My face grows hot almost immediately. I turn around to look away from him, not wanting Shoichi to notice how red I am right now. What, Yoichi, is everything alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Just eat your cotton candy. We continue walking and eating our food in complete silence. I'm no longer taking bites out of mine, instead removing small pieces of it with my hands and popping them in my mouth. Damn it, just thinking about it makes my face hot again. Why did you decide to suddenly lick my face? Well, come to think of it, this isn't all that unusual for Shoichi. Well, licking might just be a bit out there, but he's always been the touchy-feely type, so I'm used to him constantly hugging or touching me. Wait, it's true, I am used to it. This sort of thing shouldn't annoy me. Then why is it making me feel suddenly so conscious of him? This is annoying. Yoichi? I immediately snap back to reality, jumping as I walk. Yes? Shoichi cocks his head to the side, obviously confused by my reaction. And they were roommates. Or something like that, I don't know. Are you okay? What are you thinking so hard about? You didn't even hear me when I called you out 3 times. Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about something that happened at school. Yes, that's it. I was thinking about school. Ah! Shoichi furrows his brow, staring at me as if I'm acting like a complete lunatic. Well, to be fair, I am acting like a complete lunatic. I was thinking about school. Ah! Who the hell even says that? Okay, either way, I'm done eating my cotton candy, and considering the fact that you've been licking an empty stick for the past 2 minutes, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you are done too. Huh? I look down at my hand, only to notice there's absolutely nothing left on my stick. Have I been licking the wooden stick this whole time? Oh god! I thought this could get more embarrassing. Anyway, what else do you want to do now? Something else? Yes, that's right, something else. Let's do something else! You should control yourself! Wow, I didn't realize it so far, but god, I'm full. Too full. If I ate anything else, I'm afraid I'd be sick. How about we do something that doesn't involve food? What? Are you telling me you're full already? Yeah, I can't take another bite. Oh, thank god! I swear to god, if I ate another bite, I would explode! Oh no! You might want to cause... You might want to... Husky Kuo, I think that's how you pronounce your name. You might want to call technical support or an exorcist. Probably both. Maybe throw in Krypton Future Media and a priest. You probably should like call them and just have them exorcise your house or wherever you are, because I don't know. Automod is pretty creepy. He's just going around like or something like that. I don't know. You might want to call an exorcist. You might want to have an exorcism performed. Weren't you the one asking me to choose something else? Well, yeah, because I thought you still wanted to eat. That's just... I was only picking more stuff for us to eat because I thought you still wanted to eat. Huh. I guess we're just 2 giant idiots then. I'm tempted to agree with you on that. Note to self, never try being considerate of someone else's wants. What do we do now? And I swear to God, if you tell me to choose or suggest something involving food, I will smack you upside the head. I have an idea, and don't worry, it doesn't involve food or anything of that sorts. We spent over an hour walking around the festival grounds, looking over a bunch of different stands and their products. We see things like earrings, dolls, figures, paintings, all kinds of products up for sale for those who want to take something home. Even though we told ourselves that we'd only be looking around, we end up with quite a few bags to carry around. You just say anything wrong and Automa just like, no. Time to Thanos snap you out of existence. Wait, hang on. And you will be gone, reduced to atoms. Hiya. I bought myself some things for my mom. I bought some things for my mom and my brother, a necklace and a few earrings for my mom, and some anime figures I found for sale in a tent for Aki. While I myself am pretty satisfied with all this, my wallet cries for the sudden spending spree. I don't think I can spend even one more yen. Oh, come on, we haven't looked over half of the place. Of course we haven't. And we won't even if we try. This place is huge and the night won't last for much longer. You're right, it's already starting to get late. The festival will probably be over soon. By the way, what are they going to do for the last day of the festival? Will there be a fireworks show? I wish! That'd be pretty cool to see. But unfortunately, there aren't going to be any fireworks. Aw, why not? Tradition, I guess. This festival has never hosted a fireworks display, and they don't intend to. Boo! I pout, prompting Shoichi to laugh at me. Don't be like that. Even if there's no fireworks to be seen, you still had fun, right? I guess. Are we going to be heading home now, then? Not yet. There's one more thing I want to do with you before we go. Really? What is it? Goldfish scooping. I said go- Yeah, I heard. Oh no. Shoichi pouts, staring accusingly at me. You could at least show some sort of excitement. Sorry, no, why would we even want to do that again? Come on, pretty please. I really wanted to play. Can't we do something else? I want to play. Alright, shut up! Shoichi immediately quiets down, frozen in place. I sigh, making sure to make it a long, exasperated sigh. Jeez, you can be such a baby sometimes. Fine, we can play your little game. Yes! Shoichi fist pumps, looking incredibly excited at the prospect. All this just because we're going to try goldfish scooping? But just so you know, I don't intend to play. Oh, it's fine. I didn't expect you to anyway. I just really wanted to try it this year. That was easier than I thought. I really expected him to insist that I play. Oh no. Oh fuck! Oh god! Okay, I think I'm calm now. That was easier than I thought. I really expected him to insist that I play. Alright, good guys, follow my lead. Wait, Shoichi! Shit, he just ran straight ahead. No way in hell am I going to run after him. I'll just walk there at a leisurely pace. Wait, where's the goldfish scooping tent again? Am I lost? I'm screwed, aren't I? There you are! After about 15 minutes walking around, I was finally able to spot the tall husky amidst the crowd. So this is where the fish scooping tent was. Yuichi, where were you? Jeez, don't go wandering off on your own like that. You're gonna end up getting lost. I don't want to hear that from you! Huh? Wait, why are there so many people around a simple fish scooping tent? Come to think of it, this area of the festival has been packed with people since early morning. Hey, Shoichi, I can't really see. What is everyone staring at? Oh, that's right, I forgot to tell you, didn't I? Forgot to tell me what? Stop playing the pronoun game with me. The fish scooping tent has a special prize this year. Take a look for yourself. Shoichi pushes his way around the crowd, opening enough room for me to walk to the front of the group. Beautiful, isn't he? That's an emerald-colored goldfish, and it looks like he's shimmering when he swims around. That's why I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to see if I can get that one. People have been coming over here since the first day trying to get him, but it looks like that fish is really hard to capture. And almost because everyone has been trying to get him, most of the other fishes haven't been caught either. In the end, this hunt has managed to turn up a huge profit without having to give out much product. Brilliant, isn't it? Huh, I guess now it makes a little more sense why you wanted to come here. At least you had a reason other than, I want to play, wah! I'll admit, it's a really beautiful fish. So, why aren't you trying to catch it? I am. I'm waiting for my number to be called. Your number? Shoichi pulls his wallet out of his pocket and pulls out a piece of paper with the number 487 written on it. Apparently there were some people fighting to try and get the emerald fish first, so now they only allow one person at a time to try. Let's find a good stopping point then. And there's a wait list. Yep, I should be getting called pretty soon. We're gonna leave off here tonight. My back. Fuck. Yeah. Cliffhanger for catching fish, obviously. Stay safe. Have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.